you know, and I know a lot of people were iffy about it, but I thought it was great. And I thought the best part of it was that they couldn't find him. I mean, everybody that had a ticket to the gig he was doing knew where to go. But the smartest guys in the world couldn't find him. Just goes to show you that sometimes being a regular person is pretty smart in and of itself. At least that was my conclusion. I remember there was a time when Bob had stopped playing some of these songs that I had loved so much. And I was sort of sympathetic because, you know, if you keep writing songs year after year, decade after decade, I mean, there's just no way to squeeze them in one night, and no matter how fast you sing them, you still can't fit them into a night. And so you naturally have to stop doing some in order to, you know, do others, and I had that problem, not so much with the number of songs, but the length of them. So I was sympathetic. And I remember back in those days, I had gone to do a gig out in Tucson, Arizona. And in those days, they didn't have the tunnels that suck you up from the planes to the terminals like they do these days. You got out of the plane out on the runway, out on the tarmac, and I remember I was halfway down the stairs, and a local Tucson newspaper reporter came running over to me, put a microphone in my face. He said, "Arlo Guthrie, we hear you're playing Tucson tonight." I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Do you realize that Bob Dylan is playing in town the same night as you?" I said, "No, but that's great." He said, well, why would anybody come hear you?" I thought about it. I said, well, if people really wants to go hear some good old Bob Dylan songs, probably have to come hear me. They printed it. I didn't think they were going to print it. I was just being a smart ass out on the tarmac, you know. I got to the gig that night, the place is packed. I'm sitting in the dressing room before the show with my Bob Dylan songbook. I didn't know that many Bob Dylan songs, and his were weird, you know. But I learned a bunch of them that night. This is one of them. I thought, some of these songs come in handy, you know. People ask me, you know, from time to time, say, well, you got to write a song about this. You got to write a song about that. I mean, the way the world is going, there's so much going on. Why don't you write something? And I say, you know, it's the same old shit. We already got songs about this stuff. And you just got to remember them, that's all. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Must a white dove sail before she can sleep in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Before it gets washed to the sea. Yes, and how many years can the people exist before we're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that it just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see